Veterans for Peace brought your banner and had a table, there would be no cost for the table and the banner, but it would just be appreciated if 1 or 2 people bought a ticket to the event.
Oh, sure.
You know.
Yeah.
And what is it? Well,
it's
you had lit for it.
a lot of topical musicians about social justice issues. Starting at 7 in the evening, Country Joe is going to do his Woodyfest tribute, which is all about Woody. I mean, it's all Woody songs. In fact, when he was interviewed on KUNI, people said, "Are you going to do some Country Joe stuff?" He says, "No, if you want to hear that, this isn't the time. It's all songs from Woody Guthrie himself." So, and he has like a 90-minute tribute to Woody Guthrie with all Woody Guthrie songs.
90 minutes. Sounds like fun.
So
we can set up a table and put up our banner and pass out lit.
And just let people know, that you can do anything you want.
Sell some lemonade.
How much are the tickets?
They're $18 in advance or $20 at the gate.
Okay, and what does the $18 ticket get you?
Just into the show.
Just in?
That's for a good cause.
It's
And it gets us a table.
what it is fundraising for the neighborhood radio, which by the day of Woodyfest will be online. It'll actually be online, available to listen to it as streaming radio, and then eventually, it will be broadcast also.
So why don't you tell everybody here about neighborhood radio?
Well, about 3 years ago, the Federal Communications Commission opened up a window for 4-hour licenses, which has the same capacity as a commercial station, but our application was to be very local and just kind of be a voice of anyone and everyone, kind of free speech radio. But
it actually has about a 20-mile.
Yeah, it's a full power station, but there's about a $30,000 to $50,000 barrier to get the equipment to be broadcast. We were able to raise $2,500, which was the equipment we needed to go as online broadcast radio, which is actually being put up on the air right away. The person who does the online streaming radio for KCCK, the Kirkwood Jazz Station, he's now doing our station as far as he's remaining in KCCK, but so we have some good expertise too, and that budget was $2,500, and they're actually out tonight buying the equipment for that.
What does online mean?
That means anywhere in the world that someone has access to a
Computer, the web.
computer, they can listen to the radio.
That was the question I was trying to ask you earlier today. When I was like, who set it up and how does it work?
Yeah. Well, it's just a group of volunteers.
Yeah, that's
But I see is it just me, or is anybody else's mind going here?
Mine's going.
Oh yeah.
There's real potential. Yeah.
For Veterans for Peace to get on the radio, to speak, to recruit, to...
Anyone who hasn't had a voice, this is a voice.
Absolutely.
This would change the city. This station is...
It's going to change the city.
Big deal.
And I think everyone who's been involved is committed to having the just total free speech, let the cars fall where they are. Just any point of view is welcome on the radio because the public has two things: the right to know and the intelligence to figure it out. So, all points of view are welcome, and then out of that mix comes, if anyone thinks they have the solo jurisdiction on the truth, I haven't ever met them yet.
Yeah.
So the best way is to throw it all up in the air, hear all voices, and then intelligent people decide what's real. So that's really, that has the potential of being very interesting.
Yeah.
When you get all those voices.
Now, how do we get the tickets?
Well, the CSPS volunteered to be the ticket outlet just because no one in our organization has any infrastructure at all, and so just next door you can go to the CSPS website and just buy them online because they have the tickets them all set up. or you can walk into the gate and,
So, sorry, is this something we're gonna do? Do we wanna do this? Just set up a table at Woodyfest?
Yes, it's a good idea.
I'll volunteer to be at the table.
All right, can I hear a motion?
I'm out of town that day.
Well, they got nothing to do with the motion.
Right.
Well, who wants to do it? Who can actually do it that day?
July 14th, what, is it a Saturday, is it a?
Saturday, it starts at noon and goes to,
I can do it.
9 o'clock.
And
Country Joe takes
where's it at?
I can
in
do
the
it.
field right beyond the,
I'm writing your name down, Gail.
beyond the orange building there, whatever color the market is.
Fourth Avenue and the trucks.
Yeah.
That's what it says
Yeah.
there?
Rain or shine, we will have a canopy over the musicians.
The beach should have some quotes.
Everybody else can stay cool in the rain.
Okay, so is the radio station going to be on full-time now, or is it just gonna be on part-time, or?
Well, it will be, we have 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to fill, that's a lot of airtime. But the advantage of, anything that gets recorded everything that goes on the air will be recorded as a podcast. So people can listen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anywhere in the world. And as material is created, it stays archived. And then you can go listen to anything you want to at any time. So I would say within 3 to 6 months, there will probably be enough material that someone could sit there if they wanted to and listen, 24 hours. I thought we could do things like California radio stations used to play Louie, 24 hours nonstop. We could start by doing something like that. Just have it beyond the air. But it's mainly about the neighborhood. And when we say neighborhood, we're talking about the whole community.
All right.
It's just that it's going to. Then up and down the street here, Parlor City has a lot of music. A lot of things are going to be recorded live. Over at Sikora's Bakery, there's going to be a morning coffee, similar to what Robin did with, when you did the coffee hour over at but it's going to be more freewheeling, just people who want to talk about community issues will just show up, have a cup of coffee, and the mics will be there. It's just to air the, the opposite of censorship is chaos, so I guess. And then,
Chaos.
Who actually runs this radio station?
Well,
Y'all are a 501(c)(3), right?
Yeah.
And you have a board of directors?
We do.
Who's on the board of directors?
right now, the board of directors is John Chipaway, who has his business is he's like he's a tech person. He's developing a business called RecBob, which is like a Facebook but for sports teams. So he's on the board. Jesse Martinez, who has been a lifelong, kind of community activist. And the three people who...
What's his wife's name?
Well, she's no longer living. She used to be...
The activist? The Democratic activist? Martinez?
Yeah. She had a bout with cancer. She didn't win.
Wow, I didn't know that.
For many years, she taught at Metro High School with all the little kids. She was in the...
Okay, that's enough.
That was Jesse's wife.
Yeah.
Okay, who else is on the board?
I'm on the board. Greg Stokesbury. If you saw the 2x2 by You up and down the street, the outdoor art show. So we kind of have some younger people now that are involved. A woman by the name of Lindsay Buchheit, who used to be with the museum across the river, but she got some new job. The person who does the marketing for the lip balm company, not the big lip balm company, but the little lip balm company that's in the Cherry building, she's on the board. It's just a lot of people that are here in the neighborhood for one reason or another. Some live here, some work here.
I want to steer this and decide who's going to do it and whether we're going to do it, and wrap up the meeting.
Sure.
I mean, not that it's that interesting. I just don't need. Does anyone else have anything on Woodyfest? Who else can make it besides Gail if we were going to do it?
I can.
I won't be.
You
I
can?
can do some of the time, yeah.
AJ? Okay.
We'd have to find, that's
We would need more people, yeah.
It's a long day.
Let's plan on
In a booth.
trying.
I'll see if Hussein's working.
What does anyone else think?
He loves me, he'll do most
Do
of
we
it.
want to, or do we not?
Yes?
Well, you know, there was a discussion whether it should be totally free to tables, and we decided the tables are free, but, you know, get one or two people in your group to buy a ticket, and
That's a good idea.
there's no additional.
All right, let's just do that. I don't wanna spend our money, the people who are going, I mean, I'll probably go
I'll buy it for
and
you.
buy a ticket.
It's
And,
gonna be a fun day,
Yeah.
all the way around.
if we think. All right, so if we want to, can I hear a motion on this?
Yeah. I move that you take a table at the, Woodyfest.
All right, cool.
Second.
Without objection. All right.
I'm gonna get
we'll
out.
go
That
first.
was,
Yeah.
my part on the agenda.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.